Good afternoon and welcome to Newton High School in Newton, New Jersey, the county seat of Sussex County. As the Newton Braves host the Pope John Lions Junior Varsity Lacrosse Squad. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's game. As the boys lacrosse team 3-1 on the year take on Newton JV. The Lions coming off a victory against Governor Livingston on Saturday, 6-2, as they went ahead and switched up the goaltending. Owen Hull got the start and finished off the fourth quarter, but freshman Michael Formisano got his way into the pipes and into the cage and had a perfect second and third quarter. And so the Lions look to build on their goaltending by having Hull and Formisano trade spots. And we have the defense and offense all set to go. And the offense was sharp again on Saturday, 6 goals against Governor Livingston. And they rebounded nicely off that loss to Sparta in overtime, the only blemish on the season so far. Let's go over the roster for Pope John. We'll do the Lions. And again, with these JV teams, because they're so different from what the varsity squads are, we don't have rosters for JV. We'll just go with numbers. But for the Pope John squad, we will go ahead and give regular numbers. Just 1 second as I grab my roster. Okay, we'll start with number 10, Vic Fiore. Number 12, Nick Michello. Number 13, Justin Perella. Number 15, Johnny Pippa. Number 16, Amir Young. 17, Connor Clifford. 18, Evan Wyatt. 19, Mike Marston. 20, Hayden Marshall. Number 21, Matthew Riley. 22, Andrew Gallant. 24, Zach Cashed. Number 25, Jonathan Brugna. 26, Chris Sabella. 27, Emilio Barranco. 28, Jacob Post. 29, Aiden DiOlivo. 30, Steve Leonard. 32, Nick Boyanowski. 50, Sutton Fullwood. And 51, Andrew Jessamaria. The goalkeepers, number 31, Michael Formisano. And number 55, Owen Hull. The head coach of the Pope John Lions lacrosse team is Joe Delafera. Assistant coach, Ryan Cummings. I'm Mike Formisano. We are here live at Newton High School in Newton, New Jersey. It is the Pope John Lions and the Newton Braves on JV. Also want to go ahead and credit team photographer, Stacy Fullwood. You see with her Pope John Lions lacrosse jacket on down there. Lions going right to left on your screen, and they are in their white jerseys with blue shorts and the golden domes, the golden helmets, and they're going right to left. Newton in their maroon uniforms going left to right. Here we go. The JV squad of Pope John against Newton. Opening faceoff, 10-minute quarters here from Newton High School, and is scooped up by number 16, Amir Young. Getting the start in net is Owen Hull. And in goal for Newton is number 1. I believe that's Matthew Fisk. Here's Mike Marston in the shot. Score! Marston with the goal just 20 seconds in. And Pope John takes a 1-0 lead. So Marston beats Fisk, and the Lions take a 1-0 lead. We can go with the numbers on the roster. We'll try and do that and see if they are pretty much the same. It's not nearly as much as a lot of the seniors that were on Newton. So Fisk, I know, as a freshman, is the goalkeeper. Here's a face-off. Won by Newton, number 10. But it goes over to Marston, trying to scoop it up. You've got number 19, Brianna Murray, in there. Here's Clifford for Pope John. Connor Clifford fires save Fisk right into his cross, which was well positioned. So Fisk will race up the field towards the midfield line. Vic Fiore chasing him. The pass over the cross of number 12, Ethan Collier, freshman. Goes out of bounds. Hull chase it down. Here's Hull. Towards the midfield line. Still has the ball. The pass over. Shot on goal. Score! Justin Perella into the top left corner to the net past Fisk. And the assist from number 55, goalkeeper Owen Houle. And Pope John takes a 2-0 lead. The goal comes with 8 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Perella from goalkeeper Houle. And it's 2-0 Pope John. So Marston back out for the draw against Brianna Murray. Here's a face-off. Scrum for it. And it's won by Marston, given over to Fiore. Vic Fiore with it, racing down the near side. Takes a chop by number 19 there. Fiore. Coming in. Pass down low to Gallant. Now, the shot. Score! Aiden DiOlivo. Time of the goal, 7 minutes remaining. Aiden DiOlivo scores to make it 3-0. Nice pass by Gallant from the left post over to DiOlivo on the far side. And DiOlivo tucks it home. 3-0 Pope John. So a win already for the varsity team if you missed it. 14-1. Travis Heller with another 6-goal game. Daniel O'Leary, 1 goal away from a shutout. Had a great game. Positive contributions all around, from Jack Lucci with a couple of goals to Brody Pillock, who waited until the second half to score, but he finally did, and he produced a hat trick out of it. Mikey Ramirez continuing to win face-off after face-off after face-off. Here's Evan White with it, number 18. 5:50 to go in quarter number 1. We're under the lights here at Newton High School. It's dark because it's overcast. Sun's not setting for another couple of hours, but here's Fiore. Coming in on number 26, Lars Pearson. Fiore rips it over the crossbar. Goes out of bounds. Pope John possession. Gallant moving in. Oh, nice shot by Gallant just into the top left corner as he ran close to the near post. Beats Fisk up to the top, and it's 4-0. The goal comes with 5:07 remaining, quarter number 1. Pope John 4, and Newton no score. So Marston again with the face-off. You can see with the depth of this Pope John program, varsity taking care of business, and now JV doing the same they have all season. Literally 25 seconds away from being undefeated this year. Sparta coming back to tie them with 25 seconds and then winning in overtime. That was a game that Pope John came back in and tried to secure down and scored the go-ahead goal with a minute to go. At that point in time, I really thought Pope John was going to win that game. Wow, the depth in this program, you can see. And then you've also got the junior lines, the middle schoolers, and depending on schedule, here's a shot by Leonard, saved by Fisk. Get back to that thought in just a second. Fisk making a nice save on the shot by Steve Leonard. Intercepted by Perella. Here comes Perella on the near post. Perella, shot, saved by Fisk. Wow, nice save by Matthew Fisk. And now here's number 37, Damian Thorson, racing upfield into Pope John territory. Past Leonard. The pass over to number 12 on the left wing. Over to Thorson, over his cross. And now comes back to the midfield line. And Jonathan Brugna's waiting for it. Here's Brugna. It's being double teamed by Newton defense. He waits for some help. Here's Steve Leonard. Leonard coming in. Leonard passes it over to Wyatt. Evan Wyatt now. Wyatt over to Perella. Now we're to Leonard. My thought was this. Sunday, depending on schedule, the boys on the 6th and 8th grade level have the River Lax tournament. I got to check schedule, but if it's open, I will head up to Milford, Pennsylvania to cover those games for the 6th and 8th graders, the Junior Lions. Want to get some coverage of Junior Lions this season. And we figure the River Lax tournament, which is a traditional tournament they play in, is as good a chance as ever for us to be able to get out and see the Junior Lions. Here's a shot by Wyatt. Save Fisk. That's where we got our start covering Junior Lions sports a few years back, and we were covering the Junior Lions in that tournament. A lot of the Lions that are playing right now. So it's a great tournament. Usually about 4 games. We've usually just covered the 7th and 8th teams, but if I have a chance in schedule to get the 5th and 6th grade in too, at least for a game, we'll do so. We got girls lacrosse coming up on Saturday on the channel. Home against Parsippany Hills. Boys are playing at Chatham that day. And then also baseball and softball. We got baseball coming up. We got flag football coming up on Tuesday. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Please join us for that. So now, here is number 17, Connor Clifford, racing around behind the goal to Brugna. Now over to Wyatt. Minute 30 to go, first quarter. 4-0, Pope John. Pass over to Clifford. Clifford, shot, score. Connor Clifford, bounce shot in past Fisk. 5-0, Pope John. 5's alive. Minute 5 to go. 5-0, Pope John. Now Amir Young will take the draw against Brianna Murray. Young, number 16 out there. Here's the faceoff. And Amir Young ties up Brianna Murray enough to allow Andrew Gallant to come in and swoop in and take the ball away. Gallant scoops it up. He's up top. Pass over to D'Olivo. Aiden D'Olivo with a nice goal for the 3rd goal of the game. Or was it the 4th? I think it was the 4th. Here's D'Olivo. Pass to Gallant. Fires wide. Perella had a nice goal assisted by Owen Houle, who ran about 3/4 of the field up. I hear the rain, but I don't feel it. I wonder if it's right next to us and it's just not raining on me. Shot by Fisk all the way down the field as the horn sounds, and that's the end of the first quarter. Pope John has a 5-0 lead on the Newton Braves. We'll be back for second quarter action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Come on back. Welcome back to Newton High School in Newton, New Jersey, as the Pope John Lions lead 5-0, and heading into goal, the freshman number 31, Michael Formisano, taking over duties from Owen Houle, as they'll split assignment here today again. Pope John now going left to right on your screen in their white jerseys with blue shorts and the golden domes, the golden helmets. Newton in their maroon jerseys with white trim, Newton on the front, white numbers, going right to left. It's 5-0 Pope John here as we start action in the second quarter. Ball goes forward on the face-off by Marston. Scooped up by number 10 for Newton, and that's Tyler Catalano. Well, Formisano's first action against Governor Livingston on Saturday was good. 2 periods, no goals. Here's the first shot by number 37, and that beats Formisano. 1 goal in. Damian Thorson into the bottom left portion of the net. Makes it 5-1. Pope John over Newton. So now face off at center field. Marston against Murray again. I was going to say, Formisano played well against Governor Livingston, had a few big saves. 1 shot off the crossbar in that game. But Newton puts their first shot in against him, and it's 5-1. Here's Marston. Pope John penetrates the Newton side of the field. D'Olivo with the pass across. And it was intercepted by Fisk of Newton. Fisk with the pass over to number 10, Tyler Catalano. D'Olivo takes a swipe. And now a hit by Sabella. The ball's loose. Comes out and picked up by D'Olivo. Aiden D'Olivo moving down the middle of the field. He'll pull back as number 26, Lars Pearson on him. Now Steve Leonard. Leonard back to D'Olivo. Got Connor Clifford out there along with Chris Sabella. Here's Clifford coming in. The shot off the post. Oh, Clifford rings iron, and the ball bounces all the way back to midfield. Clifford races back to try to keep it in bounds. So it'll be Pope John ball. 7:48 to go, second quarter. Here's Clifford. Takes a shot by Haralick. Now over to Leonard. Steve Leonard, pass across to Sabella. Sabella, down low to D'Olivo. D'Olivo, in the shot, score! Aiden D'Olivo, his second of the game. And Pope John gets the goal right back. 6-1, Lions lead over Newton. The goal comes with 7:20 to go in quarter number 2. Pope John with a 5-goal lead, 6-1 over Newton. So Marston with the draw against Brianna Murray. Ball's loose. Kicked forward by Marston. And Pope John will start things up. Marston in. Shot. Saved by Fisk. Got a piece of it. Now Perella. Perella with the pass over to Wyatt. Here's Evan Wyatt. Pass over. Shot by Jonathan Brugna. Save. Rebound. Score! Nice shot by Mike Marston to beat Fisk. And it's 7-1, Pope John. Marston's goal comes with 6:15 remaining, quarter number 2. Pope John's hit 7th heaven, 7-1. Well, we're glad you're with us here in this afternoon contest between the Lions and the Braves. The Newton Braves hosting the Pope John Lions. Tomorrow it'll be flag football at Pope John High School on the grass fields. Pope John flag football, they'll be taking on Wallkill Valley. And then on Wednesday at the baseball diamond, the boys baseball team hosting Randolph. It was supposed to be the back end of a home-and-home. However, the game today was postponed due to weather conditions. So it'll just be one game right now against Randolph. Pope John hosting Randolph Wednesday, 4:30 p.m. from the baseball diamond. Friday, it'll be softball, as the softball team hosting Morris Hills. Pope John softball doing well at 3-1 in the season. A win against Pingree on Saturday. Pitcher Liv Chili got her 300 career strikeouts. Congratulations to her. They won on Wednesday against West Morris, coming back in that game, winning 9-5. And then girls lacrosse. 1-3 on the season, but we saw them win against North Warren 13-2, and hopefully be back out there. They had the game against St. Elizabeth postponed today. So we'll be out there to see them on Saturday morning against Parsippany Hills at Pope John High School. So ball goes towards the back line. Clifford racing after it. And hopefully we can go ahead and get you some updates on the different teams going on, the golf team, the tennis team, all of the other activities as well. Here's Evan Wyatt. Pass over the shot by Perella. Score! Justin Perella into the top portion of the net. Bit of a celebration there. He's excited. 8-1 Pope John. 3:53 to go in quarter number 2. Lions lead by 7. So the clock down to 3:30 remaining. Marston will take the draw against Murray. The next game for lacrosse, boys varsity on Wednesday with JV to follow. They'll take on Scotch Plains Fanwood. Scotch Plains Fanwood in first place along with Pope John in the Waterman division. Here's Murray. Pass out now. Number 37, Damian Thorson. Thorson will circle around. Pass over to 20. And that is Tyler Bailey. Bailey being defended by Young. Bailey making his move in. Bailey, the pass behind the goal. Now Bailey back with it. Young on him. Young trying to poke it loose. Scrum for the ball. And it's Young who picks it up. Amir Young. Pass up to Marston. Mike Marston into Newton territory. Pass over to Sabella. Shot. Save Fisk. Nice save by the netminder for Newton. Clock's down to 2:10 remaining in the second quarter. Now the pass up the field to Jordan Guglielmetti. Guglielmetti racing up the field. Pass over to Hauerlich. Guglielmetti. Now number 10, Catalano. In front of number 19. He can't handle it. Trying to push it forward like a broom, and Young steps in the way. Now Leonard. Steve Leonard into Newton territory. Pass to DiOlivo. It's loose on the turf. Trying to pick it up. Over to Evan Wyatt. Wyatt calling for Sabella. Ball goes past him, out of bounds. Newton possession. So the communication was there, but probably the placement. Sabella was a step or two away from the ball when it was passed to him. So it's number 33, Jordan Guglielmetti. Pass back to Fisk. Fisk racing across the half-field line. Fisk coming in. The shot. Save Formisano. And Formisano racing out of his own net. And he's going to run upfield. Formisano hits the midfield line. Gets past number 10. And he's elbowed. Picks it back up. Now takes a shove in the back. And he will toss it over to DiOlivo just over his shoulder. And now 26 picks it up for Newton. Now number 10, Catalano. So, nice save on the goalie, from the goalie. Fisk taking the shot on net, trying to get a goalie goal, and it's Formisano who stopped him. Now 37 coming in, trying for a last-second shot. Comes in, save Formisano right at the horn. I don't know if it would have counted, it was real close. But Formisano makes the save, and we are at halftime. With the score, Pope John 8, Newton 1. We're going to take a break for halftime. We'll come right back. It's going to be quick, probably. I'd say about 5 minutes or less. So just look for the feed coming right back up. We'll be right back with you here on a new feed on Pope John Lions TV. It's Pope John leading Newton 8-1. We'll be right back. Hold on one second. Before we turn off, we got the clock off here and another team here. Are they calling the game? We're going to wait and see. I think they're going to go ahead and shake hands. Yeah, that's it. They're calling the game. So they're going to stop the game after 2 quarters. Pope John wins 8-1. Pride is spoken.
They only had 10 kids.
Oh, they had 10 kids. That's why. Well, Pope John wins 8-1. We'll go ahead and lock it down now. So, and then it'll switch over to the other teams that are coming in. So, Pope John gets the win. The pride is spoken, and it's 8-1. Pope John over Newton. With the win, the JV squad goes to 4-1 on the season in this abbreviated 2-quarter matchup. Your final score from Newton High School: Pope John 8, Newton 1. Please join us on the channel tomorrow, 5 p.m. It'll be Pope John flag football from the grass fields at Pope John High School. They'll be taking on Wallkill Valley. Then on Wednesday, the boys baseball team will take on the Randolph Rams. That'll be at 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. The lacrosse team, by the way, will be at Scotch Plains Fanwood with a matchup against them. Varsity NGAV. Thursday, no activity as of yet, although if something gets rescheduled, we'll pop it on. And Friday, Pope John softball against Morris Hills, 4 p.m. from the softball fields. Finally, Saturday, Parsippany Hills against the girls lacrosse team, 10 a.m. for Pope John High School. And if we have a chance, on Sunday, we'll head up to the Riverlax tournament to cover the junior Lions. So we will go ahead and let you know more about that as we go. That'll actually be on our Facebook Live channel. We have one of those for set up for junior Lions activities. So more information about that later in the week. Final score from Newton High School: Pope John defeats Newton 8-1. It's Mike Formasano saying have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Lions win 8-1. Varsity wins 14-1. Have a good night.